This video is not about MACD crossover. Don't take me wrong, I'm a big fan of crossover strategy myself and use it quite often. In case you are wondering what is a MACD crossover, let me give you a quick walkthrough. In the MACD crossover strategy, we track the MACD indicator line and then wait for the crossover between the MACD line and the signal line, and then we open the trade in the direction of the trend. While I am a big fan of this strategy and this can be really effective for beginners, getting good results with MACD crossover strategy can be challenging. I recently used MACD crossover strategy in a video where I demonstrated how Bollinger Bands and MACD crossovers can be used together. If today's video is not about MACD crossover, then what are we going to discuss? Today we will be discussing something that is known as a MACD divergence strategy. And if you don't know what is a MACD indicator, then it's better if you pause this video here. Do a bit of a research and you will find a number of videos that will cover the key elements of the indicator and also the calculations required to work it out. So before we deep dive into our strategy, it is important to understand the concept of divergence. Divergence is a popular concept in technical analysis. In really simple terms, divergence occurs when the indicator does not follow the price. You must be thinking that this is all good in theory and how you can identify divergence when you see it on your trading chart. Let's visualize this using a price chart for an asset that is in an upward trend, which means it's making higher highs and higher lows. Common wisdom would suggest that as the price will continue to make higher highs, the indicator, which is in our case the MACD indicator, should follow the suit and should also make higher highs corresponding to the higher highs of the price. Let's not rush through this point and let's understand that why do we assume that the indicator should follow the price. In the case of MACD indicator, the MACD line represents the difference between the short-term price and the long-term price, which usually by default is the 12-day moving average versus the 26-day moving average. Whenever we look at a price chart and see rapid upward movement, it gives us a signal of a bullish trend, that the stock is in a bullish phase and the price is moving rapidly high, therefore it's an uptrend. And this should be largely true because whenever price makes a breakout, the short-term average, which is closely following the price, would show an immediate increase, whereas the long-term average, which is slightly slow in reacting, would logically take longer to react to this price movement. Therefore, the difference between the short-term and the long-term averages, which is our MACD line, should continue to increase or correspond, which is as the price makes a higher high, the difference should also increase and it should also make a higher high. In order to understand divergence, let's take a step back to the same price chart where the price was showing an uptrend, continuing to make new highs as it went up. Yet when we look at the corresponding points on the indicator, unlike last time when the indicator was following the price trend, this time we notice that the indicator is making lower highs corresponding to the same higher highs on price. This is a really important element to understand. So let's bring back our MACD chart. The MACD line is calculated as a difference between the short-term moving average to the long-term moving average. And hence, if I am getting a lower value of MACD with the same price, it means that the long-term price has now caught up with the short-term price, and therefore for the same price trend, it's giving a lower difference between the short-term and the long-term moving average. Or in simple words, momentum that was being created by the short-term price change is now showing sign of weakness, or we can assume that a point of reversal can potentially be upcoming in the near future. Divergence is said to be bullish when the price makes a new low. However, the indicator does not follow and does not make a new low, which is considered to be a sign of the weakening of bears and a potential reversal in the bullish direction. On the contrary, bearish diversion would be the one where the price makes a new high, however the indicator does not make a new high, which is a sign of weakening of bulls and a point of reversal in the bearish direction. Let's move to our strategy. Our strategy is pretty simple. Step 1 of our strategy is to look for the direction of trend because this will be important in understanding which kind of diversion are we following. And as you know, in order to do this, we will find the higher highs and the higher lows for upward, and similarly lower lows and lower highs for downwards. Second step of our strategy is to find points of MACD divergence. And as we discussed, divergence can be identified by looking at the price chart and identifying points of higher high, drawing a line through it, and then identifying the similar points on your indicator chart. If these two lines are not moving in the same direction, then it means divergence is happening. Now let's take a pause and think, what kind of divergence are you seeing on the screen right now? Is it a bullish diversion or a bearish diversion? So in this case, it is a bearish diversion. The characteristic of the divergence, which is bearish or bullish, is defined by the direction line on the indicator chart, not on the price chart, on the indicator chart. Now let's look at a bullish divergence, and this will make it more clear for you. In this case, the price is showing a downward trend, but the lower lows of the price chart do not get support from the lower lows of the indicator chart. The line that we drew on our indicator chart is showing a bullish direction. Therefore, this will be called a bullish diversion, which is the price is making new lows. However, the indicator does not make new low. You will often come across such divergences, especially after a long run in the bullish or bearish direction. And this just means that the momentum is now weakening and there can be a potential sign of reversal. This is just half part done for us. Our strategy is not fully formed yet. Because while MACD divergence strategy can give you really high rewards, it can also be a risk, because if you enter the trade at the wrong time, it would mean really big losses. Any indicator is just an indicator, it's not a confirmation. Therefore, we take confirmation that if the reversal is actually happening. And this takes us to our next step of the strategy, which is step 3. We will confirm if the reversal is indeed happening. And how will we confirm this? For this, we will introduce another indicator which will give us a sign of reversal. This is any indicator that you use for identifying trend reversal. It can be a moving average, it can be a long-term moving average, it can be any other indicator, RSI or something. That's up to you. And this brings us to the final step of the strategy, which is the MACD crossover. We open the trade when we actually see a significant MACD crossover, because this now tells that the momentum is opening and the price divergence has opened. Now let's go through a few examples just to understand how this strategy would appear in real trading screen. I'll be using historic price chart of Tesla stock for this purpose, and just because Tesla represents a high degree of volatility. Let's go through our first example. In this scenario, you can see on the screen that the price has made two lower lows, which means that the price is in a bearish direction. However, when we look at the corresponding points on the MACD chart, we see that the lower low is not supported by a lower low on the MACD chart. So this is our sign that a bullish diversion is appearing, which means a lower low of the price is not being represented on the MACD line. In this case, on top of the MACD divergence, we can also see that the histogram is also showing a divergence, which means the peak of the histogram is not supporting the higher peak of the histogram from the previous one. This can be seen a stronger sign of diversion, because this shows that the momentum of the MACD line itself is now slowing down. So now we have identified our diversion, but this is only half of our strategy. The next step of our strategy is to find the point of reversal. To keep it really simple, I am using a short-term moving average as my confirmation for reversal. So once the price completely breaks this point, only then we will move to our next step of the strategy. This can also be confirmed by price action candles. And now we will move to the final element of our strategy, which is to look for the MACD crossover, as this will confirm that the momentum has indeed reverted and we are looking for a big upward breakout. Let's look at another example, this time for a bearish diversion. So in this case, it's still the same price talk. We can see that for the same price level of highs, we see lower highs on the MACD indicator. So this now means that we are looking at a bearish diversion where the price is showing one direction, however the indicator is showing a bearish reversal. And looking at the other points of confirmation, we see the big breakout that has happened. Let's look at a few more examples just to confirm our understanding. So this is another case where the price made lower low. However, the indicator did not follow, and then you can see as soon as we saw that breakout from the point of reversal, it gave us a big bullish breakout. Now I will let you make the observation. So this is the price chart. Just see how the price has moved, how the indicator has moved. So what kind of a diversion are we observing here? And this final one is my favorite as it shows the complete cycle. A stock in a strong upward trend, then the momentum starts breaking down. We see divergence, and which is followed by a strong bearish breakout. I hope you liked this video. Please take a moment to read this statement and leave a comment if you need more such videos.